So I got this question from Kevin on my last video, and I wanted to address this because I get this question a lot, and I think it really trips up a lot of people, a lot of freelancers in particular, but business marketing in general, and it really hurts people because this is a piece of advice that I give, and a lot of people don't do it because of this particular question. So he said, I've learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and some basics of PHP. Currently, I'm learning WordPress, and I want to find a niche which I will specialize in and freelance with on Upwork, which is a piece of advice, again, that I give, and that's probably where this is coming from. And you should do that, by the way. But the problem is finding the right one, because I think choosing a niche will limit me to the projects I will be bidding on. What can I do? Can I specialize in WooCommerce, or should I learn everything? So very first, right off the bat, there's a difference. This is one of the things that I always try to stress to people. There's a difference between how you market yourself and what you actually learn as a developer or whatever it is that you do. Okay? When it comes to what you learn and, you know, your own personal development, learn everything. Learn as much as you can. You shouldn't niche down in that sense. Okay? You should constantly be trying to get better and learn more. Okay, so this isn't advice when it comes to the personal development side of things. It applies specifically and only to how you market yourself. When you go out to market yourself, niche down. Okay, so this is marketing advice. This is advice for getting clients. It's not about personal development. So when it comes to personal development, learn everything. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now looking at purely the marketing side of it, I want to do some math for you because it might seem a little, you might think this is a little strange, but I want to show you this, and it's going to become really clear as a result of this. So let's say I have 1,000 people, and I'll talk about what these numbers mean in a second, and I have a 2% conversion rate, or a 1% conversion rate, so 0.01. Okay, so that's 10 people. So I completely made up these numbers. It's not about the actual specific numbers. It's about sort of the math and how the logic works behind it. But let's just say this was 1,000 people that I sent invites, or I sent proposals to over on Upwork, and I had a 1% conversion rate, which means I got hired by 10 of them. Okay, so that's like the baseline number. Let's say that. So it's a 1% conversion rate. Now watch what happens if we go from a 1% conversion rate to a 2% conversion rate. Right now, I only need to send invites to 500 people in order to get those same 10 hires. So I increased my conversion rate by just 1%, which doesn't seem like much, but I cut the amount of people that I need to put proposals in front of in half. Okay, and that's what most people miss when they start thinking about this, because they're thinking about the big numbers and how many people are going to hire them in the result, and they think the bigger the better, but that's often not the case. Okay, it's almost always not the case. Now if we come in here and let's take those same 500 people and we increase our conversion rate to say 10%, well, that's 50 people now that have hired us. Now, you might think that 10% seems wild, but I've had people who follow my advice, and they've reported back to me conversion rates as high as 50 to 60%, meaning they sent out a certain amount of proposals, and 50 to 60% of those people ended up hiring them. Now, that's not a promise. That's not typical. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it is something that's possible. And when you get that high of a conversion rate, if you have a 50% conversion rate, you only need to send out 20 proposals to get those same 10 clients. Well, that's only gonna happen if you niche down, because when you niche down, your conversion rate naturally goes up because you're speaking more directly to the want and need of that particular client. Now, this is especially important when you're new on Upwork. And let me try to give you an example of how that is or why that is. Okay, so let's say, imagine you're a client. Put yourself in the client's shoes. And they come across two different profiles, okay? And let's say they're looking for someone to speed up their WordPress website, okay? So I like using an example. It's pretty simple. So they want someone to speed up their WordPress website, go in and do all the little optimizations and get them a high score on page speed insights, right? So they come across two profiles, and one says, the title says WordPress developer, and they talk about WordPress development in their description. Their portfolio items are all about, WordPress development. They may have developed some plugins. They've got some themes they developed. They look like they're a competent WordPress developer, but they don't really speak specifically to speed optimization. They might mention it in there, but it's offhand. It's not something that they specifically target. But this person they have a huge job history, right? They've got tons of people that have hired them. They've got really good reviews, really good ratings. They have a high job success score. Okay, that's kind of the typical experienced Upworker that's over on Upwork. When you're new, that's the kind of person that you're competing against, okay? Now, let's say you go on Upwork, you're brand new. You don't have the job history. You don't have the ratings and reviews. You don't have the job success score, okay? And you decide to ignore my advice, you don't niche down, and you put yourself out there as WordPress developer. And your title says WordPress developer, your description's about WordPress development, you talk about plugins and themes, your portfolio has, things that are related to WordPress, but you don't talk specifically about speed optimization in WordPress. You do the same thing as that other profile. Now, imagine you're the client and you come across these two profiles. They basically look the same. They say about the same things. Their portfolio looks roughly the same, but one has a ton of ratings and reviews and a high job success score, and the other one has none of that. Who are you going to invite to your job? Of course, you're going to invite the experienced person. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not a hoping and wishing or a good to do thing. You cannot compete on Upwork when you're new if you don't niche down. There's no way for you to compete against that. How are you going to stack up side by side with someone like that? You can't. You don't have the job history. You don't have the job success score that they have. Okay, now let's take that same scenario. Same profile on the one side, WordPress developer, tons of experience, etc., 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 high job success score, all that. Now you decide to follow my advice. You niche down. You decide to speak specifically to WordPress speed optimization. You put that in the title of your profile. You put that in your description. You say, this is what I do. I make WordPress websites faster. That is what I do. That is my specialization. In your portfolio, you go out, maybe you haven't had any clients yet, but you go out and you get some websites and you speed them up, right? Just ones that you make out of nowhere. You just speed them up on your own and you take before and after pictures and show, here's what it was before, here's what it is after, and you put that in your portfolio to show that you know how to do it. You don't have the job history. You still don't have the job success score. But imagine you're the client and you put those two profiles side by side again. WordPress developer, lots of experience, but really doesn't speak to what it is that you really want as the client. On the other hand, you have a profile that doesn't have the long history, but man, they do exactly what you want, exactly what you're after, and you see their portfolio and what they've done. What's it going to do? At the very least, it's going to give you hope that that person might be able to do what it is that you want, even though they don't have the job history. And what they're probably going to do is invite both of you to the project. Now, does that mean when you do that, when you take that advice, that you're suddenly going to start getting all the jobs? No. But you might get a few here and there, right? You'll start to get one or two people that'll take a chance on you because you're speaking directly to what they want. And the bigger point is, that is the only way that you can compete against the more experienced profiles. If you do exactly what the more experienced profiles do, if you build your profile exactly the same way they do, you're going to look exactly like them, minus the job history, minus the reviews and the ratings, minus the job success score. You can't compete that way. The only chance you have is to out-niche them, out-relevance them, okay? So that's the whole point of all of this. So it's not a, can I, should I, will it help me? You have to niche down when you're new over there. You have no other chance to compete against all the more experienced freelancers on the site. So I know I'm ranting a little bit here, but I hope that drives the point home that this is not a good to have thing. You have to do it. You have no other chance. Now, my pitch, as you know, with all my videos, I do this. My pitch for you in this one is going to be very direct and very specific. I'm not going to tell you to go get my mobile app. I'm going to tell you that you should go, if you're interested in Upwork and you're in this scenario, right, you should go and get my R2 protocol course. Why? Because there's a reason why some of the people that I teach get the conversion rates at 50, 60%. Again, it's not a guarantee, but the fact that it can even happen, there's a reason why. Because I go through that course in painstaking detail. Every part of your profile, every part of picking the clients to the jobs that you bid on, every part of writing your proposal in just painstaking detail to show you all of the little things that you can do to increase that conversion rate. And each one of those little things might boost it up by 1% or 2% or whatever it is. When you stack them all together, that's where the real value is. It's not enough to just niche down and then guess from there. There's all of these details that matter when you're building your profile. That's why the course is over 6 hours long, because I go through all of that and teach it in fine detail so that you can stack every little advantage in your favor. Okay, so again, I want to be very direct about that because I think it will help a ton of people. I know it will help a ton of people. Over 7,000 people have taken the course, and I've had tons of positive feedback about people who have completely changed their experience on Upwork as a result of it. So I know it will help you. It's just a matter of 6-hour course, painstaking detail. Those are not words that everybody is into, and I get that. But if you're the type of person that's like, look, I'll put in the effort, I'll put in the work, I'll do that, I just need to know what to do and how to do it, that's who this is for. Okay, so I put a link in the description to that course. If you're interested in it, you can click that and learn more about it. And you know, if it's right for you, read through that page in detail. If it's right for you, then I hope you enroll, and I look forward to hearing your success story after you go through it. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.